What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony and it is garage talk time, so let's just dive into it. So as you guys know, I have the new, let me pull the screen around here so I can make sure that what I'm talking about, it's a little overexposed. I gotta figure this out. So I got the F150, obviously replaced the GMC, so I've got some stuff I've been doing to it. I'll go into more details later on another video about what that is, but today we're going to be looking at this. That is the Tyger Bullbar. I'm going to do a quick install video, not my traditional installs, but I just thought I'd feature it in the garage talk. So let's take a look though. I've got, sorry about the mess up, two Rigid Industry floodlights that came off of actually the truck I had before the Denali, which was a Z71 Chevy pickup. And then I've got two of the driving lights. So the goal, and this is the bar, I'm going to open this up here, show you guys what that comes with. But the goal was to just really find a light bar. On my Chevy Z71, I had the N-Fab light bar, which was just a 4-tab light bar that these guys were mounted to. Before that I had the older F150 and that had the Weston Bullbar. So I was looking for a combination of both. Now, while I was on good old Amazon trying to purchase a couple of different ones, this one included, most of them would not ship to Alaska. So these guys did ship to Alaska. I'm unfamiliar with them other than I've seen a couple other parts on Amazon. So we're going to check out the fit and finish. I'm going to open the box up and then we're going to install it. Now, do note that, let me go over here. I've got wires all over the ground, you can see, because that's the wiring I was going through for the lights. So it's not like that normally, but I already took out these two bad boys right here, which are the tow hooks. And if you look at this, this sits in the frame just like that. So the bolt goes through, this sits on the inside of the frame. So if you are uninstalling your tow hooks, that's how it works. It's a pretty simple process. Ford's got it fairly dialed in. So let's go ahead and pop open this Tyger box and see what it comes with. Alright, so here it is. This is what it looks like. It came mailed. The top was already kind of popped, so hopefully everything in this is good. It does say it fits a lot of different trucks as far as the F150 series goes. So I'm assuming that there's quite a bit of hardware in here, or maybe it's just one pack. I don't know how these guys do it. But it does have, according to their little ad there, it has some like superior coating on it. So there's the, we value your product reviews. So we might check that out. Big ass, heavy little box is that. Let's just pull this out. Move that out of the way. And this is what it looks like. So let me pull it back a little bit. Right here. So originally, like I said, I was looking for a light bar more or less. I'm not a huge fan of bull bars. I had the Weston, it was okay. Seeing how I couldn't get a light bar, I opted for this guy right here. Now they do have good reviews. I'll put a link to this down below if you guys are interested in it. They're cool. So it does have this like kind of cool looking coating on it. It's almost like rhino lining. But one of the reasons that I opted for this was I like how the design looks on it right here. I don't necessarily care for their emblem in the middle or the name, but they do have license plate relocation brackets. It's already hooked in there, so if you want to relocate your license, because it's going to cover it. Pretty Pretty simple and clean looking bar. The other nice thing, let me get this. The other nice thing about this guy, outside of the design, make sure I'm in frame here, is I think it looks good. This coating looks freaking solid. Like really well done, wow. Is right here, as you can see, and there's a nice little rubber guard thing. That's kind of nice. But it's got these 4 channels that go across it that look like that. Now, that's obviously for lights, hopefully our lights. And in fact, let me move this stuff out of the way. Grab the box, lay it down. Let me go grab one of the lights to make sure they're gonna fit through there. Hopefully I don't have to down. That would be a, nope. Fits through perfectly. Yeah, cool. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but then again, this is kind of awkward to hold it this way. So let's get over to the truck and throw this bar on. It shouldn't take very much, but actually first we'll open up this hardware. We'll open up this hardware package and then we'll go from there. All right, so this is what it comes with right here, guys. Little box, so let's open this up. Slide this wiring out of the way. Stack of tires right there, my 33s that I'm gonna throw on this truck. Cool thing about this truck, and I looked at it shortly after I bought it, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, man, it sits kind of high for an F-150, and that's because it's got the Rancho quick lift on it, which is cool. It's an adjustable front and rear shocks, and then it lifts it up enough, should be enough to get those 33s under it, which will give it kind of the profile that I'm looking for. So back to the box, let's see what this thing comes with. All right, so obviously it comes with instructions. Okay, so something to note, I mean, these guys, I gotta give it to them, their attention to detail. So you've got passenger, come on, driver, and then even on the frame brackets you also have them stamped appropriately. So I mean, these guys, I'm kind of impressed with that, to tell you the truth. Let me open this up and see how they're doing the install on this. Now again, it has, sorry for the shaky cam there. Again, it does have full instructions. Okay, so it's kind of a little weird, I guess. Let me show you real quick. So what it's showing, because I'm not gonna be able to show you this under the truck. So on the stock truck, it looks like this. This goes under, bolts in. On their kit, looks like that. So they want you to put 2 of these in instead of the single, which I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Move bumper pads to access splash guard hardware, 2015 purchase. Okay, so I don't have that, I don't believe. Let me make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Enclosed installation. U-bolts, vehicles without tow. Oh, closed in frame, gotcha. So it's also got, if you don't have tow hooks, this is what you do versus this. At least that's what I'm My best guess is that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this hardware all squared away. Get all the bolts and everything kind of started. So let's go over to the truck. I'm gonna grab some hardware and we're gonna get to work.
All right, guys, so if you can see, this is where the tow hook sits. You've got two holes in there, one here and one back there. That's where that bracket's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that up.
All right, guys, so I'm actually reusing the factory. It does say it in there. I looked at it afterward. So I put the back in, started tightening, just finger tighten the front here. And then I wrenched this down, almost fully tightened, and then I'll unscrew the front like that because this plate right here has this mark in it. Oops, wrong one. There's the driver's side. So drivers, this is gonna slide, should slide right into it, right there. And then I'll grab the bolt, match it up here. All right, so this bracket is just about hooked in. Again, it's fairly simple to do this. All right, so this side's done. It's pretty simple. Let's take a look at it. That's what it should look like right there. So it is still loose, and I'm gonna keep it loose until we get the other brackets and everything hooked up. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then we're gonna grab the bull bar. All right, so let's go ahead and hook on. Oops, my camera's kind of loose there. Let's go ahead and hook on these mounting brackets to the actual unit here, which is this guy right here and this guy right here. So we're gonna hook these to these plates right there and right there. So let's do that real quick. All right, so this is all screwed in right here. Now, one thing to note, I mean, the bolt side, the welded bolt side on the insides were already greased. There's some insulation in there. I'm not sure if that's for noise or what that's for, but I mean, I've never seen one, I guess, just so well constructed just overall. So now we're gonna go do some fitment tests and hopefully get this bad boy installed. So let's get back over to the truck. All right, seeing how we're doing this essentially by ourselves, we're just gonna do it one at a time. We got the bolts all ready to go. All right, so we got most of this thing pretty well squared away. What you are gonna need for this is a 13 mil socket for this front bracket. You're gonna need a 16 mil for the bolts that mount it. And then you're gonna need a 15 mil for the original tow hooks if you're doing at least this same year, this same make and model here. So all right, guys, so as you can see right there, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna tighten everything up, which will pull it up, and we'll see what it looks like then. So let's do that. Alright guys, so there it is. It's all installed. Let's take a look at this bad boy. I threw the lights on. I'm going to wire those in here shortly. But there it is. I think it came out great. There's a lot of adjustable points, so you can have this actually pull it out further, a little bit further, and drop it down if you want that. I like it kind of protruding up in front of the hood. I can still access the hood. Pretty simple install. Let me close the hood actually, or else I'll forget. Alright, so the hood's closed, and there it is. Let's take a look at that guy again. So, that's the Tyger Bullbar. We do have a lot of plans for the truck. Some of it's going to be more subtle than others. I got mud flaps and rain guards and whatnot coming, but I will say this Tyger Bullbar, I was and am very surprised with the quality on it so far. All of the attention to detail, especially when you're looking at some of the bolts and some of the setup. Super simple install. If I wasn't recording it, even with recording it, I think it took 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, if you have to take the tow hooks off and retighten everything, you know, maybe an hour at most, but very simple install. Looks really nice. It's actually bigger and a lot nicer than what I thought it would look like. So I'll put a link to that down below if you guys are interested in it for your F-150 or for whatever it is you're driving. We have a lot of cool stuff coming to Garage Talk. I know I've been focused on the truck because we just got it, and that's kind of just trying to dress it up a little bit to really meet my needs. I'm glad I got those lights. I will be doing the wiring and install. I might throw that into a Garage Talk or an install video or whatever, but just starting to get out with this guy. Getting ready to shoot some moto vlogs with the V-Rod. As you saw, the weather starting to get a little bit nicer out. I did go on one ride so far. Froze my butt off, but let's kind of wrap it up there. If you guys haven't subscribed yet to the Wrenched Out Garage, make sure hit that subscribe button, especially if you want to see what we're doing with the Camaro, the V-Rod, the garage, the truck, just all those kinds of gearhead things. We do appreciate you guys stopping by, watching the video, and until next week, guys, drive safe, and we'll see you around.